What do you want to talk about?
Wrestling! And here!
Wrestling?
Why?
It's wrestling.
It's wrestling. Why?
Why not?
Yeah, why not?
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Why not? Why not?
It's fake.
Fake? What the hell are you talking about? Fake? It's not fake.
Fake. Wrestling's not fake!
Okay, wrestling.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Ronald Ray here, your boy with a cornbread accent. Welcome you to this week's WWE Raw recap show. This week's Raw took place at the the SSE Arena in Belfast, Northern Ireland, the home of Finn Balor, Becky Lynch as well. She's Irish. So yeah, speaking of Finn Balor, he was involved in the main event this week. Of course, you know, everything's building up to this Saturday night's main event. And of course, they start mentioning the Royal Rumble as well. So, without further ado, let's get going here. Opening up the show is Gunther. Very pleased with himself and his win over AJ Styles last week, even though it was a little shady, but he was still happy with himself. So, like I said, Gunther came in all smiles as the fans were booing him and chanting, "You tapped out. You tapped out." So, yes, Gunther declared himself as a participant in this year's Royal Rumble. This brings out AJ Styles. He comes out and says, "Look, that was bogus, buddy." And he came out to challenge Gunther to a rematch at the Royal Rumble. Of course, Gunther said no. Styles said, "Hey, buddy, if you're scared, say you're scared, and we can move on." Gunther finally, gave in. Said, "Sure, I'll give you your rematch, AJ. This one thing you gotta do is put your career on the line." So, whoops. I don't know how that came about. Yes, he said, "Put your career on the line." And later on in the program, AJ called his wife and said, "What do you think?" He's wanting me to put my career on the line. And after he talked to her, he got back with Adam Pearce and pretty much said, yes, me and my wife agreed I should go kick his ass. So, Royal Rumble, Gunther, AJ Styles. AJ Styles puts his career on the line. Any prediction for that one? We're going to see AJ Styles' last match in the WWE at the Royal Rumble. We should see. Or it's going to be one of those, he loses a match, but so pissed off he lost a match, he takes it out on 29 other men at the Royal Rumble. I can see that happening. Let me know what you think in the comments. All right, first match of the night. It is Becky Lynch versus Maxine Dupree. And of course, this is I got to figure out how I'm doing this. This is for the, I'm trying to be fancy here, doing two different cameras. I was trying to work the bugs out. This bug. Anyway, yes, this is for the Women's Intercontinental Championship. Good sequences of counters here in this match. Let me get this. Whoops. There we go. Like I said, good sequences of counters and near falls. Becky would expose the turnbuckle. Dupree counters a Lynch kick, gave her a spin kick, had her down 1, 2, and of all people, Natalya, who was in the corner of Maxine Dupree to make sure Becky didn't do any kind of shenanigans, did some shenanigans. She put Becky's foot on the ropes. Maxine Dupree kept asking why, and Natalia's like, "You just not gonna learn, are you? You're just not gonna learn." Becky took advantage of the distraction and nailed the manhandle slam for the 1, 2, 3. The winner, of course, and still women's Intercontinental Champion is Becky Lynch. And of course, after that, that's where we got the melee here, where Natalya would come in and it's not doing what I want it to do. There we go. Anyway, it didn't. Sorry, I guess this is not going to work out as well as I thought it was going to work. Anyway, forget about that. Continue on. Yes, Natalya would come in to attack Maxine Dupree, her former pupil, former friend now, I guess. Locked her in the sharpshooter and everything, and kept on beating her up till putting a whooping on her till the refs came out and escorted her out. All right. After the match, we had Jey Uso come out, yeeting with the crowd, and he would announce that he was entering this year's Royal Rumble. Of course, Jey Uso, with mixed reviews from the internet wrestling community, of course, won last year's Royal Rumble and went on to defeat Gunther for the World Heavyweight Championship, but we'll see how he does this year. Next match of the night, it was the Vision. Bronson Reed, Logan Paul, and Austin Theory going against Rey Mysterio, the Hall of Famer, Dragon Lee, and Penta. Pretty good match here. Started off a little sloppy here, begin things with, but everybody regrouped, got on the same page. While the Rey Mysterio did do the dodge, dip, duck, dive, and dodge, but that didn't save him from a belly to back suplex from Bronson Reed, overpowering the smaller Rey Mysterio. The Vision would whoop up on Rey a little bit, tagged in Penta finally. Of course, they all got the triple corner kick on Theory, and then a triple dive on the Vision to lead to a commercial break. Once they got back, here we see Vision putting a whooping on Dragon Lee. Lee finally got away and got the tag on Mysterio. Everybody gets their stuff in. Heyman and Pierce distracted the referee with their arguing like two old ladies. Paul hands Logan Paul, that is, hands Austin Theory a pair of brass knuckles, but Pierce sees them, takes them away. Rey Mysterio will actually see them laying on the apron, use them on Austin Theory, and that's when Penta hit the Mexican Destroyer on Austin Theory to secure the win for his team. Pretty good match. Like I said, pretty good match here. A little sloppy in the beginning, but like I said, they did regroup and get everything figured out. Up next, we seen Team Rio. They came out addressing the crowd. Rhea stated that her and Io are both putting their entrance in for the Royal Rumble. They also mentioned that they do have a tag team title match. They will be putting up their tag team championships against Liv Morgan and Roxanne Perez, 2 to 3 women of the Judgment Day. Out comes Liv Morgan and Roxanne Perez, and Liv reminds everyone that, hey, at one time Liv and Rhea Ripley were tag team partners, and it was Rhea Ripley with her ego turned against Liv Morgan. She also stated that not only her and Roxanne Perez will be entering the Royal Rumble, but Raquel Rodriguez also will be entering the Royal Rumble. Rhea was like, hey, how's that going to help? Or how's that going to work? But before they can answer or say anything else, here comes Raquel Rodriguez to attack Team Rio, Io Sky, and Rhea Ripley, putting a whooping on both of them. And of course, that's the numbers game took in effect. It was a 3-on-2 whooping of the Team Rio, Rhea Ripley, and Io Sky. And the ones standing tall was the Judgment Day, Roxanne Perez, Raquel Rodriguez, and Liv Morgan. Next match we had this evening, was El Grande Americano going up against Javon Evans. Evans won when the match pace quickened. Grande took over after a front enziguri. Javon bounced back, hitting the air Pillman. Match was pretty good at this point, but something happened along the way and looked like Javon Evans injured himself, probably his shoulder or something like that. I'm not sure if it was from the air Pillman that he hit, but nevertheless, the match stopped. The match was rewarded to El Grande Americana. He gets the win because of referee stoppage because Javon could not continue. So hopefully, speedy recovery for one Javon Evans. So far, he's been a fun watch, fun new addition to the Raw brand. And of course, this brings us to the main event of the night for the World Heavyweight Championship. It is the Punkster himself, CM Punk, defending his championship against the hometown boy of Finn Balor. Pretty cool. He got to come out in his old entrance music, the one he used when he first came in. Didn't do the demon makeup, but still got the old music. Got a pretty good pop out of it. Punkster had a took advantage for a big portion of this match, but Balor would come in, regroup, get his stuff in, 2 shotgun drop kicks, and a coup de grace for a 1, 2, not a 3 count on this one. Of course, the Punkster kicked out, regroup, hit the GTS 1, 2, 3, and your winner and still WWE World Heavyweight Champion, the Punkster, CM Punk, brother. I guess he is. They were in Ireland. I don't know why he did the pink and whatever, the Bret Hart type deal. But anyway, it is what it is. So yes, Punkster won, shook the hands of Finn Balor, show of sportsmanship, and then the celebration for the Punkster because the Punkster must pose. Anyway, that does it for this week's Raw. Quick commercial break here. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Ronald Ray here, your boy with a cornbread accent. If you made it this far in the video, you're having fun. You folks know what to do. Everybody says this, so let's go through the whole routine. If you enjoy it, click on that like button. Also, leave me a comment. Give me your opinions on anything I talk about tonight. Ask questions, or just drop a friendly hello. That's always cool as well. Also, if you enjoy listening to a fan, just like you folks at home, talk about the sport of professional wrestling, be a champ, click on that subscribe button. Now, back to our program. So yes, the Punkster wins this one. He posed for the crowd and everything. The crowd went wild. Actually, during the course of the match, he got a few boos from the crowd because, hey, Finn was the hometown boy. But like I said, this does it for Raw. Decent. Definitely better than the one they had 2 weeks ago, the first Raw of the year. This one's pretty good. Like I said, everything leading up to Saturday night's main event. Am I holding my hat saying, thinking that Saturday night's main event, it's going to be a great show? Really not. It's a Saturday night's main event. Really surprised by the last one being pretty good, but this one has some decent stuff, but for the most part, glorified house show, glorified mixture of Raw, SmackDown. They go have a 4-way on the show to determine who's going to face Drew McIntyre at the Royal Rumble. Kind of do wish it was CM Punk and Gunther at the Royal Rumble so Gunther can reclaim the world title, but I don't know. I'm still going with my first bet. I'm thinking Sami Zayn is going to win the Royal Rumble, and whoever he faces, he's going to win the championship from them, and he gets his WrestleMania moment and the "You Deserve It" chance. Anyway, that does it for this week's Raw recap show. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Everybody had a good week. Take care. Take it easy. And until next time.
So long from the peach state of Georgia.
Ronald Ray here saying thank you for checking out my video. If you don't mind, go ahead and click that thumbs up button, leave a comment, and share this video with family and friends. I would also appreciate it if you would subscribe to RP2 Vision, where I cover the sport of professional wrestling from yesterday to today. Now don't forget to click the notification bell as well, so you will be notified when my other weekly content is available, like Wrestling Trivia Tuesday, WWE Raw Recap, and AEW Dynamite Recap. I also have 2 live streams. Every Thursday at 8 p.m., it's Spot Show Live Stream, where I discuss the latest news in professional wrestling. And on Friday nights at 8 o'clock p.m., it's Wrestling Gold Friday Night, where I discuss the good old days of professional wrestling. When wrestling was wrestling, wrestling was real because it's still real to us. Folks, have a good one and take it easy.